This tycoon's oil empire was built on exaggerated reserves, leading to a spectacular financial downfall. We're talking about the juggernauts of the industry like Shell and BP. But these big businesses aren't the only ones looking to cash in on our dependence on oil. In recent years, a slew of scammers have emerged looking to make a quick buck by any means necessary, and the story of one Brazilian billionaire is a prime example of how far-reaching and lucrative the oil scam industry has become. His name was Eike Batista, and he was once the richest man in Brazil. According to Forbes, his net worth peaked at an astonishing $35 billion in 2012. And the reason for his wealth was oil. You see, Batista controlled MPX, an energy company with a portfolio of power plants and oil fields. And it was this last one that made him a fortune. At the peak of his career, MPX boasted proven oil reserves of 28 billion barrels. To put that number into perspective, it's more than double the amount of oil held by Exxon, the world's largest publicly traded oil company. It was this staggering amount of oil that made investors flock to MPX. The company went public in 2008 and raised $4.3 billion in the process. Batista used this money to expand MPX and with it his personal wealth. But there was just one problem: the oil. As it turned out, those 28 billion barrels that had investors so excited didn't exist. That's right. The whole thing was a scam. You have to be an expert in geology to understand what happened next. So let me try to simplify it for you. Basically, there are different types of rocks that have varying degrees of porosity. And porosity is important because it determines how much oil a rock can hold. Now, MPX's oil fields were full of a type of rock that can't hold much oil at all. So how did they manage to convince everyone that they had 28 billion barrels of oil? The answer: they lied. They doctored their reports and claimed that their fields were brimming with the black stuff when in reality they weren't. It took a few years for the jig to be up, but when it was, the fallout was swift. MPX's value plummeted, and with it Batista's net worth. He lost billions in a matter of months and was eventually forced to sell off his assets at a loss. These days, he's just another cautionary tale, a reminder that even in the age of big data and due diligence, it's still possible to fool investors.